Lala! Hi everyone! So today I'm gonna show you yet another deck. So today it is for those of you who are interested into Native American spirituality and imagery and themes and anything doing with Native Americans. This is very much our First Nations, as we call them here in Canada. This is very much a deck that will basically interest you a lot. So the Vision Quest is one of the first deck that I got on Amazon Canada, I think back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Was first printed, I believe, in 1998. Let me see. I'm not quite sure. It's been quite a long time that I haven't checked this. But yes, it was printed, first edition, first printed in 1998, reprinted in 2013, I believe. So it comes in, the deck comes in this little box, little flimsy box, that been holding on pretty well for the years. So the Vision Quest. And also because I use this for specific things as well. There are decks that I don't use for all of my readings. I really use them for things that are specific. So Vision Quest is made by Guyane Sylvie Winter and artwork by Joe Dose. And here it basically states Vision Quest Tarot, the Native American wisdom. The Vision Quest Tarot is designed to increase your awareness of cosmic forces and how they influence our individual path. Changed perspectives brought about every new phase naturally shift our focus and expand our views. We discover new aspects of our own sub or unconscious and learn to understand its messages. So basically the card, and then the card of course come with the little white booklet, kind of the traditional booklet. It has a few spread, a little bit about the deck, and then you have about a page, about a page for each card. So if you're new to tarot, you will have this little guidebook that you can use. And now onto the card. As usual, I will show you all of the card. Let me first show you, because I've just realized that some of the videos I didn't show you the backing of the card, and sometimes people would like to see that or know that. So here's the backing of that card, and you see it goes very well with the overall theme. If you look at the box with the blues, the darker color, and a little bit hint of yellow in there. And as you see, because there is a little bird right there, it is not a deck that you can use for if you want to read reversal, because you already know from the get-go that the bird is upside down. Okay, unless you don't mind, and then you can still go for it. So I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna show you all the cards. I'm not gonna read them so much. I'm just gonna be able to do a bit of commentary as usual. Of course, if you don't want to hear that, you can always just to click off the sound and put on some music of your own to enjoy as you look at all of the cards. So the artwork is really what drew me to this deck, which I find just amazing. You know, I love decks that are connected with nature, and Native American spirituality is very much about all of that. The Medicine Women, previous one was the Medicine Men, and then the Medicine Women. If I can, I'll try to do this. So we have the Zero, which is usually the Fool. Here is called the Clown. Then you have the Medicine Man, the Medicine Woman. Then you have the Grandmother. I don't know if this combination is going to work, but let's try. Then you have the Grandfather. So I love that, the fact that, you know, at the center of the core of the spiritual system is the family. You know, your grandparents, your ancestors, where you're coming from, how you got here, the people who ventured before you, having male and female energy represented, honored as sacred archetypes, man and female bringing life and bringing offspring and raising them, which is the way to then pass on the tradition. The Shaman. And so sometimes people confuse, you know, the Medicine Man, the Medicine Woman, and the Shaman. And to modern things, the Medicine Man and the Medicine Woman are more herbalist, if you like, while the Shaman is more of a psychic, if you like. Those are not terms are equitable, but this is to give you a better idea, because I did get some type of questions between these distinctions, and I think this deck gives you a clearer, distinguishes this clearly. The Lovers, in nature, of course. The Spiritual Warrior, Balance. This is so much tying into African, where we hold water on her head. We use balance in a lot of the activities that we do. So it is free to say that all of this indigenous spirituality are linked all together. And then the Hermit. Of course, you know the Hermit is one of my favorite cards of all times. I always look at it, and it's basically the card that draws me into a deck most of the time. When I love the Hermit, I'm going to love the entire deck. And here's just beautiful again. The isolation. Here you have the bear in the back, the moon, the fire element. Everything is in there with the smoke around. And I've had the video with how to read incense smoke, incense scrying, or smoke scrying. The small medicine wheel. We'll talk more about this when we'll dive into Native American spirituality, and I'll give you other tools to understand better the medicine wheel and the wheel of the year. Life force, vision quest, or the quest of the vision. I talk a lot about dream work, and dream work, a lot of what I'm talking about is when you are usually doing that at night, but dream work can be done in any type of way. It's not necessarily, you don't need necessarily to be asleep for you to do dream work. It could be a trance, daylight trance, that you put yourself into while you're meditating to get the information and actually get on that quest to find that vision, or to let the vision come to you and to interpret that vision. Transformation. Integration. I think integration is very important, especially when we talk about different dream work to real life. Whatever information you get in whatever it means, it's always important to see what is the relevance, how you can use that to integrate it with the other aspect in your life to make sure everything is balanced and everything makes sense. Torment, chaos. So you do have a little bit of shadow. It's a deck that's balanced. Star, the moon, the sun, spirit guides, the big medicine wheel, the father, the mother, the son. So the father of fire, the mother of fire, and the son of fire, and then the daughter of fire. And that's the archetype. Mother, father, son, and daughter. The man and the women bringing the offspring, male and female. Ace. There you go. The four of fire with the sage, compassion. The five of fire, stress, victory, endurance, insight, inner strength, oppression. The mother of air, the feather in her head. The father of air, the son of air, and then the daughter of air. The ace of air, 2, inner peace, doubt, contemplation, fear, clarity with the dream catcher, fertility, interference, hurt, negative thinking. Then we have the father of water, the mother of water. How beautiful is that? The son of water and the daughter of water. For some reason, it's like you can't. Well. And then you have the ace of water. Love, fullness, abundance, loss, pleasure, excess, stagnation, joy, fulfillment. Then the Father of Earth, the Mother of Earth, the Son of Earth, the Daughter of Earth, and then the Ace of Earth. Change, growth, security, insecurity, breakthrough, depletion, inner order, accumulation, wealth. And then the last two cards are basically cards that come in the deck, one talking about the guarantee and the other one talking about some of the aspects of the deck, like the size and other things. And then the good thing about this deck of cards is that if you are new to tarot and you don't quite want to do all the system, or if you are already a tarot user but you like to switch it up a little bit, you can very use this deck to read it intuitively and just go by basically the keywords that are on the bottom. You can also create your own spread, so it's really something that's very flexible, and I think it's the energy to this deck is very much connected so much with nature and with traditional indigenous spirituality, really focusing based on the family, the community, and connection, and their connection with nature. So if you are inclined to that, is something you're going to really, really enjoy and appreciate. I think a part of what I've also talked about on this channel is all about self-love, but also the love for the community, and reestablishing a connection between men and women, a connection that is respectable, that is loving, which we are really missing these days. It's really hard to now see the family unit being honored and seen as very sacred, and I think this deck holds us that. For each of the suit we see different aspects of the family that are complementary. So the mother and the father balance each other, the son and the daughter also are balanced energies, and you have that. And I think it's very important for us to kind of get back to ensuring that this relationship between men and women, who are the mother and fathers of our different civilization here, get back along. We don't have that much. There's a lot of turmoil in terms of that relationship and how it has been honored and how it is talked about. The relationship between men and women, and how the two of them relate to children and the future generation of our societies. So I hope you enjoy this deck. It's a fantastic, fabulous deck I can rave about. You definitely going to see more about this deck and some of the things I'm working on for this channel. And I hope you enjoy, and you can let me know below what you thought about it, and whether you're inclined to use this deck ever. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye!